Oh, mercy, Percy will slancha, and how do you do, buckaroos? How the heck are you? So, day one of vacation, we didn't think we were going to get as far as Indianapolis, but we did. So we stopped at the Garage Food Hall where they have a hard truth bar that has some of their products. They had a special for these particular two. Excuse me. Well, cartoon effects. Like, apparently, I just popped a boner. Anyways, I digress. Apparently, Top just had a hard on. Anyway, Hard Truth by Maple Bourbon Cream. It's 30 proof. It's a liqueur made with Indiana straight bourbon, whiskey, and real maple syrup. I tasted a little bit before I went on the air. It's really good. But they also had this. The pairing was you had to buy two of them. It was about $10 or so cheaper to buy the two than buy each separate if you just wanted one not the other. Well, it wasn't a bargain, you see. But I'm the perfect tourist. Since we're on vacation, I figured, oh, what the hell. Hard Truth Sweet Mash Rye. The straight rye whiskey, barrel strength, uncut, and unfiltered, is at... Actually, I wasn't paying attention. I just realized, I just saw that it was sweet mash rye. I didn't realize it was uncut and unfiltered until I already purchased it, but that's usually what I like. Anyway, 120.6 it is. They don't give me the exact mash bill, though, I don't think. Our Distiller's Select blend straight rye whiskey aged to extract notes of brown sugar, orchard fruit, and peppercorns from new charred American white oak barrels. I don't give me the exact mash, but I haven't tried this at all yet. So I did have, although I did have a Manhattan there. So I did take a taste of the cream before I came on air because my wife had a little taste, so I thought I'd taste as well. It's very nice. I don't typically buy the cream products, but this is nice. You really feel that maple as well as the bourbon. But I was wondering why the special was with the maple bourbon and the rye, not with a bourbon. But anyways, nevertheless, focus, Tom. It's been a long day. It's been a long day, man. Been a really nice day though. We stopped for lunch. Our first stop for lunch was at the Old Herald Brewery and Distillery, where I had their Oktoberfest or their Märzen. I believe it was 6.3 or maybe 6.2, and it was absolutely delicious. I did buy a bottle of whiskey there. It's called their Buzzworthy. It is a bourbon that's aged in a honey barrel. So they take honey and age it in a bourbon barrel, take the honey back out, and then put the bourbon back in. So I'm looking forward to trying that one. But why I decided to open these is, well, I'm right here in Indianapolis right now. So I picked up these when we stopped for dinner at the Garage Food Hall. It's this big, giant food court, man. It's awesome. So we stopped at Jay's Lobster or Jay's Seafood. I can't remember the name. Jay's Lobster. And we had it was their special. It was a lobster seafood roll. It was a lobster mixed with their seafood salad with a balsamic glaze and banana peppers. And it was just delicious, man.
And aioli.
Spicy aioli. And a spicy aioli. I was surprised that was what my wife wanted, but it was really good. Mm-hmm. So anyways, so here's what I did. Obviously, I'm in a motel room, so I'm having a plastic glass because that's what is in here. But I did chill it, so I have this served straight up. It's not needed straight up, which means I chilled it and then strained it into a glass. Oh, that's absolutely delicious. That's going to make a wonderful Manhattan. A nice old fashioned too, but the first thing that came to mind when I tasted this rye was a Manhattan, to be honest with you. So I've had two Manhattans today. So the first was at the Hard Truth Bar, although it came in a plastic cup because that's it's got to go through the food court. It was absolutely delicious. It was done exquisitely well. The second one was at as the bartender described to me, a dive jazz bar. Wasn't quite as elegant, but it was tasty as well because I consider my surroundings. It was just nice being there, talking to the bartender and the other folks that were in there. It was a LGBTQ friendly joint, which I enjoy as well, mostly because I'm not an ignorant bigot. Anyway. Gosh, I don't know if you noticed that, but this is remarkably easy to drink here. You will notice no grimace, no face. This rye is just exquisite. It is distilled where? It just says bottled in Indiana, aged over 2 years, so it's a young rye. That's really all they tell me here. Says Backhouse 002, batch 10. 10 barrels. Proof 120.6. Yeah, this stuff is gorgeous. Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. It will make a very nice Manhattan because it's very easy to drink. Well, not neat, straight up because I chilled it first. But I imagine it's just as easy to drink neat. But I didn't want it cold because it's hot out there, man. But I didn't want to serve it on the rocks either. So I just ran through some ice real quick, poured it, strained it out. I'm going to set that to the side and drink this bourbon cream here real quick. I gave my wife a taste of this, and she said that would be good in some coffee. And by golly, I believe she is right. That might be the morning beverage, man. Yeah, a little bit of this and some coffee, it'll set you straight the rest of the day. anyway, Sláinte. Anyways, so that's a recap of Vacation Day 1. That's a recap, man. We started at the old Herald. I could not say enough nice things about the place. I mentioned the beer. I haven't tried the whiskey yet, but I didn't mention the food. My wife had this, or my wife and I shared this. I think it's called Sweet Heat Burger. It had candied jalapenos. What else was on there, dear? It was like
candied bacon.
Candied bacon, horseradish, something, or
cream cheese horseradish.
Cream cheese horseradish. Oh man, that burger was just. We split a burger because it was rather good size. But man, that and the service of that place was just impeccable. And then we were going to stop in, we thought about stopping in Effingham, but then we decided to keep going. We thought about stopping in Terre Haute, then decided to keep going, and we ended up going all the way to Indianapolis, although we didn't expect to. And then we stopped at the Garage Food Hall, and now you're all caught up. Anyways, now we're caught up. I am Tom, the Whiskey Whisperer, Whiskey Evangelist. Oh, it's nice. Nice to be on vacation. I haven't really had a vacation like this in a very long time. Over the last few years, we've only been able to sneak away for a couple, 3 days here and there for various reasons. But this one's different because it's our 30th anniversary. We're able just to get away a little farther from home than typical. We've never been in this part of the country before, so every place we hit from here on out, well, starting with the old Herald, is all new. We've never been to any of these places before, never been to any of this part of the country. So I'm very excited. So anyway, I am Tom, the Whiskey Whisperer, Whiskey Evangelist. Please excuse my enthusiasm. Yeah, I'm like a kid the day before Christmas at this point. I'm so excited for every day. I'm Tom, the Whiskey Whisperer, Whiskey Evangelist, prolific whiskey drinker, purveyor of wisdom, man. All around good guy. Sláinte. Thanks, guys.